What if I told you there's a country where glacier blue lakes shimmer beneath pastel skies, where ancient villages cling to emerald cliffs, and where every sunrise feels like a whisper of magic? Welcome to Switzerland, where your heart learns to wander. Introduction. Why Switzerland beckons. Nestled in the heart of Europe, Switzerland is more than chocolate and watches. It's a tapestry of cultures: German, French, Italian, Romance, stitched together by soaring Alps, emerald valleys, and shimmering lakes. In its cities, red-tiled rooftops and narrow alleyways echo centuries of history. In its countryside, wildflower meadows stretch like carpets to meet the mountains. From the pastoral quiet of the Emmental to the cosmopolitan hum of Zurich and Geneva, Switzerland invites you to slow your breath, open your senses, and become part of its story. Why explore Switzerland? Because here, nature is alive. The peaks speak in wind and snow. The lakes reflect your soul. Architecture, too, from medieval castles to modern masterpieces, tells tales of time. And the vibe? It's a balance. Precise yet whimsical, pristine yet deeply human. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to take you on a journey through 10 of the most beautiful places in Switzerland, from hidden gems to iconic wonders. Together we'll wander mountains, glide across lakes, stroll through storybook villages, and taste moments that stay with you forever. Let's begin. Number 10. Lauterbrunnen Valley. We descend into the heart of the Alps, where the valley opens like a green cathedral. Lauterbrunnen, many fountains, is a name made real. Imagine a narrow glacial gorge, walls rising nearly 1,000 meters, with water cascading from every rim. 72 waterfalls tumble into the valley below. You'll hear the splash and hiss of water always somewhere around you. Stroll through meadows dotted with chalets. Breathe in the cool mountain air scented faintly of pine, whetstone, and wild mint. Catch the shimmer of Staubach Falls as it plunges in a ghostly veil. Hike up to Trommelbach Falls. Inside the mountain, a subterranean roar, thunder in tunnels, water carving stone before your eyes. Lauterbrunnen feels like the doorway to something sacred. And it's just the beginning. Mini teaser. And just when you think this valley is as magical as it gets, wait. We're going even higher next. Number 9. Jungfraujoch, the top of Europe. Next, we climb. The train chugs upward, coils through tunnels, and deposits you at Jungfraujoch, the top of Europe. At 3,454 meters, you're suspended between sky and ice. Step out into a world of white. Glaciers stretch to the horizon, jagged peaks puncturing the sky. The Aletsch Glacier, Europe's longest, lies below, a frozen river of crevasses and crests. You'll feel the air thin, crisp, pure, and every breath tastes like altitude. Walk across the ice palace, corridors hewn into the glacier walls, with ice sculptures shimmering in cold blue light. At the Sphinx Observatorium, the panorama bursts into view: Eiger, Monch, Jungfrau, and countless surrounding summits. Here, silence has weight. The crunch of snow underfoot, the distant groan of ice shifting. You're not just seeing a place, you're sensing time itself. Mini teaser. From this frozen summit, we'll descend to lakes that mirror entire mountain ranges. Coming up, pure alpine reflection. Number 8. Oeschinensee. Now we step down the mountain and enter a world of water and wildflowers. Welcome to Oeschinensee, one of Switzerland's most enchanting mountain lakes, tucked high above Kandersteg. Picture a smooth, turquoise mirror cradled by steep cliffs and snow patches. In summer, the water is unbelievably clear. You see stones at the bottom, you see your feet, you see rainbow trout darting among them. On still days, the peaks around the lake seem to float upside down in its surface. Hike along the rim paths. You pass alpine meadows of gentian, edelweiss, and buttercups. In early morning, mists drift across the lake like ghosts, then vanish when the sun touches the water. Take a rowboat. The oars whisper in the liquid glass. You feel suspended between earth and sky. Mini teaser. Just over the next hill, a castle that looks straight from a fairy tale. You won't believe it's real. Number 7. Chateau de Chillon, Lake Geneva. Now we travel to Castle Chillon, perched on a rocky islet along Lake Geneva, brushing the waters with its stone walls. It's a medieval fortress, a sentinel between water and land, and one of the most photographed castles in Europe. Walk across the drawbridge, step into vaulted halls and chambers, peer into hidden dungeons. The walls hold centuries of history, feudal lords, poets, yes, Byron wrote about it, refugees, wars. From its battlements, the lake shimmers, with Swiss Alps on one side and French Alps on the other. Feel the cool hush of the stone corridors, hear footsteps echo, water lap against walls below. Outside, gardens spill toward the lake, lavender scents drifting. Boats drift past, sails aloft, the lake stretching into a sapphire horizon. Number 6. Lugano and Lake Lugano. Now we pivot to Switzerland's Italian soul, Lugano and Lake Lugano in Ticino. Here's a place where palms sway, cafes hum, and the Mediterranean breeze hints at another world inside Switzerland. From the promenade, you'll see the lake, calm and glassy, dotted with islands and peninsulas. The sun warms marble colonnades. The breeze brings the scent of citrus and jasmine. In the old town, pastel facades, narrow alleys, and piazzas buzz with locals sipping espresso. Ride the funicular up Monte Brie or Monte San Salvatore. The panorama unfolds, jagged Alps behind, Italianate hills ahead, the lake glowing between. Walk gardens adorned with cypresses and planters of bougainvillea. When the sun begins to set, the water blushes pink and gold. Number 5. Zermatt and the Matterhorn. Now we go to the summit of Swiss dreams, Zermatt and the iconic Matterhorn, 4,478 m. This is the face of Switzerland, sharp, majestic, eternal. Zermatt is car-free, a village of wood and stone, chalets with geraniums, smoke from chimneys curling. In every direction, peaks climb. But it's the Matterhorn that holds the gaze, a pyramid that crowns the horizon, its ridgelines cutting against the sky. Sunrise hits the peak with alpenglow, the horn turns pink, orange, then pale gold. Clouds drift past, wrapping its shoulders and revealing its silhouette. Hike the trails or ride the gondola to Gornergrat. From there, you look down on glaciers, see the Matterhorn mirrored in high-altitude lakes. You might hear cowbells, wind sighing, distant rattling of rocks. This is iconic for a reason. Mini teaser. We've done mountains, lakes, castles, but wait, next, you'll see a village so dreamy you'll think it's a painting come alive. Number 4. Grindelwald and First Cliff Walk. Welcome to Grindelwald, a valley of green slopes and jagged peaks where adventure pulses in the air. From the village, take the cable car up to First and brave the First Cliff Walk. That walkway juts out over a sheer drop, a metal extension suspended above forest, wild and thrilling. Below you, crags, cliffs, and sweeping valleys. Ahead, panoramic views of the Eiger North Face. You'll feel the wind, hear it gust between slats. The forest scents, the pine needles underfoot, the rich smell of earth after rain. From First, hike the Bachalpsee, its water as blue as a jewel, reflecting peaks so clearly you feel the world is upside down. Wildflowers dot the meadows, marmots whistle in the distance. It's a place of bold heights and tender beauty. Number 3. Lauterbrunnen to Mürren via Schilthorn. We return to the Lauterbrunnen Valley, but this time, we climb again to Mürren and the Schilthorn Plateau. This is the Switzerland of secret passes and James Bond legend. Yes, On Her Majesty's Secret Service was filmed here. Ride the cable cars steep, vertiginous, switching at mountain hubs until you arrive on the plateau. The air is thinner, the panorama endless. You can see over 200 peaks. The Piz Gloria rotating restaurant spins slowly, serving fondue, while providing 360 degrees views. Mürren is a car-free village perched on a ledge. Wooden chalets cluster with balconies of geraniums, toy-like in scale against the peaks. The sense of suspension is real, suspended between mountains, between earth and sky. Number 2. Lakes of Lucerne region, Lake Lucerne and Rigi. Now we glide into the heart of central Switzerland, Lake Lucerne and Mount Rigi, the queen of the mountains. The lake is a labyrinth of fjord-like inlets, islands, and steep shores. Boats glide across, leaving ripples that catch light like liquid silver. Disembark at quaint lakeside towns, Vitsna, Wegis, Brunnen, each with its own charm. Then ascend Mount Rigi by rack railway or cable. Either way, you climb into broad panoramas, Lake Lucerne, Lake Zug, the Alps, the Swiss plateau. From the summit, clouds drift below your feet, the wind whispers across ridges. At dawn, you might be above the mist, watching the sea of fog unfold in valleys, peaks like islands. In autumn, the slopes blaze with gold. The view invites stillness. Mini teaser. And now, the one place above all that collects every dream of Switzerland, where you'll feel both infinitely small and infinitely alive. Number 1. The crown jewel Lac Léman and Lavaux Vineyards / Montreux and Swiss Riviera. At number 1, or rather, at every soul's number 1, lies Lake Geneva, Lac Léman, stretched between Switzerland and France, with Montreux and the Lavaux Vineyards hugging its shores. This place is the pulling together of everything magical. Picture mountains rising steeply from the lake's edge, vineyards tumbling down terraces toward the water. In Montreux, palm-lined promenades sparkle under sunbeams. In medieval vineyard terraces, the vines climb stone walls. In July, you smell warm grape must, hear the hum of bees between vine rows. In Montreux, stroll along the waterfront. The lake is never still. It breathes, shimmering in hues of deep sapphire, then turquoise, then molten silver. Music and laughter drift. Montreux Jazz Festival legend lingers in cafes. On clear days, the snow-capped Alps reflect across the water as though painted. Take the Rochers-Denay Railway from Montreux upward. Midway, you pass terraced vineyards, wildflowers spilling over cliffs. At the summit, you look down at a panorama that brings together lake, mountain, vineyard, and village, the whole of Switzerland in one frame. It's cinematic, but it's real. You could close your eyes and feel you're walking through a dream. 20 minutes, 10 places, a lifetime of whispers. We've flown over ice, walked through vineyards, climbed peaks, drifted across lakes, and traced footsteps of poets and dreamers. Switzerland is a mosaic of water, stone, sky, and spirit. It teaches us that beauty isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's in the hush of alpine air, the play of light on snow, the curve of a vineyard terrace. It tells us that travel isn't about checking boxes, but opening hearts. So when you go linger at twilight, walk beyond the trail, let the mountains speak. Let the lakes hold your gaze. Carry each echo with you. Because in the end, what remains is not the photos or the landmarks. It's the way your soul stretched just a little more, how your heart learned to wander. May your journeys always lead to quiet wonders, and may your heart forever remember that true beauty lies in the spaces between footsteps. Thank you for traveling with me through Switzerland. If you loved this journey, hit like, subscribe, and let me know your dream Swiss destination in the comments. Maybe we'll walk it together next time.